of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before. of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar. Class of 2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future, knowing that you will soar.
Hey, class of 2020, don't forget to mark it on Naviance.
Hi, seniors. I hope this is finding you well. I miss you, and I want you to know that I know this is a hard time for everyone, and this was a rough end of a senior year for you, but I think it shows how strong you are and how versatile you are, and that you can make it through anything. And I hope that you take that with you throughout your life, because you are going to be able to push through and be resilient, and you can do anything. I know you can. So I want to wish you all the best each and every one of you. I will miss you, and I hope you keep in touch, please. I love you, and good luck. Best wishes.
Hi, seniors. I'm giving you one piece of advice. Choose action over inaction. Look what it did for us for Grier this year. A youth climate strike, meatless Mondays, no more styrofoam in the dining hall. You guys are beautiful. I love you. Take care.
Hi girls, Nurse Lisa here. Just wanted to say that we wish you, the 2020 class, congratulations. I understand that this is a tough pill to swallow for the way we are going to graduate, but you're safe, you're healthy, and you're going to go out into this world and make a huge impact. Thank your families for trusting us. Thank you for being you, and go make something of yourself with this world. Make an impact. Bye.
Hey girls, it's Nurse Moore. I really miss your sweet smiles, and I want to wish the senior class 2020 good luck in everything that you do. Take care.
Teachers that went down the field were joys of Grier School days. When we and gold both taught us well in field of rhythmic strife, to love the game beyond the prize, to give our best to life. Now to our love school we raise our eternal song of praise. Let the anthem ring while our hearts sing to Grier School, oh hail. The mighty hills on every side surround and shelter thee. The pine is laden down in snowy winter's majesty. When spring returns with flower song and blossom fragrant breeze, we open wide the future's gate, hail and farewell of Grier. Now to our love school we raise our eternal song of praise. Let the anthem ring while our hearts sing to Grier School, oh hail.
What a heartwarming and genuine pleasure it is for me to stand before you as we open Grier School's 167th commencement exercises. We warmly welcome our 68 graduating seniors and their families to this glorious moment. Class of 2020, what a nice round number. It only comes around every 101 years. Think 1919 or 1818, or even go forward to 2121. Right away, I think of the positive connotations of this magic number. When we say you have 20/20 vision, it means you don't have to visit the eye doctor. When we say your aim is 20/20, it means you are about to hit the target's bullseye. In other words, perfect. Now, think about this. The 68 of you have collectively invested almost 200 academic years at Grier School. In that time, you have devoted your many talents, your enthusiasm, and your ambition to bring leadership to Grier's signature programs in the visual and creative arts, dance, music, and horseback riding, winning many honors for your school. You have energetically pursued AP courses over the past 3 years. And last spring, you earned a composite score above 4.0 on the AP exams. I'm confident you continued this outstanding trend when you took the exams again several weeks ago. As a class, you received acceptances to over 100 different colleges and universities, ranging from Boston College and Cornell in the Northeast to every single campus of the University of California in the West, to Emory's Oxford College and Wake Forest in the South, to Washington University St. Louis and major state schools like the universities of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois in the Midwest, and to a large and diverse number of other great schools in between. The arts majors among you won admission to esteemed schools like Maryland Institute College of Art, Johns Hopkins, School of the Arts Institute of Chicago, Parsons School of Design in New York City, and the North Carolina School of the Arts. Collectively, you have reported receiving over $6 million in scholarship offers. Your teachers, coaches, and the entire staff at Grier School all join me in saluting your achievements, your school spirit, and the wonderful legacy you are leaving us as you confront your futures. Of course, with 2020 vision and 2020 aim. Our very warmest and most sincere wishes accompany you along your way forward. Thank you.
Recently, I've been thinking about the summer before 11th grade, when I signed up to work in the Minnesota Conservation Corps. I spent 5 weeks living on an island in Lake Superior. The island, ironically enough, was called Long Island. Although unlike the Long Island that most of you know and love, our Long Island was a mere 3 miles long and 1 mile wide. On each end, there was a lighthouse, historically used to protect shipping vessels. My crew consisted of 8 people, and during those 5 weeks, we only left the island once to restock on food. We camped on the beach, ate together under the shade of the lighthouse, and washed our clothes with sand in the waves of the lake. Our weekdays were spent working long hours, while our weekends were spent playing cards, laying in hammocks, and running in and out of Lake Superior's frigid water. It seems almost idyllic, right? And in some ways it was, but it was also incredibly monotonous. The goal given to us by the National Park Service was simply to lay boards, strung together by wires from one lighthouse to the other, creating a boardwalk of sorts. Each morning we woke up, rain or shine, worked on one of 2 tasks, either laying the boards or carrying the boards. It really was pretty much as boring as it sounds. Yet there was also so much fun to be had during our work. We joked constantly, rapped our way through the entirety of Hamilton from memory, and got to know each other on a familial level. Rainy days and bruises were made less painful by kind, sympathetic smiles, and happy moments were celebrated. In spite of the brain-waking heat, the bugs, and the monotony, those truths, to me, made it all worthwhile. Recently, I have come to realize that life can be a lot like building that boardwalk, especially at Grier, where weeks can go by without one leaving campus. Days drift by with the exact same schedule, until you find fall has become winter, and all of a sudden 7th grade has turned into senior year. Soon, for many of us, college will likely be the same way. as will our careers and lives if we are not careful. Humans are creatures of habit, after all. This realization, while not original in any sense, has reminded me that it is not only the events in our days that make them meaningful, but also the people whom we spend them with. While at Grier, I have come to understand this idea of community that I encountered that summer on Long Island. I have seen our school come together in celebration and in hardship, as I have seen my close friends do as sisters. This is why, in these times of loss and uncertainty, I simply suggest for you to look around at the Grier community as well as other communities in your life. Right now, there are so few things that we can actually control, but holding on to our friends and our community is one of them. As someone who is totally terrible at keeping in contact with people, I hope you will join me in working to stay connected and present, both in our own lives and each other's. Grier is like that small island I left behind on Lake Superior. But if we choose to build it and stay unseparated and strong, we will always have our boardwalk back to each other.
Hello everyone, I'm Amy. During the 4 years that I've spent at Grier, there are a lot of unexpected things that have happened. Online graduation is certainly one of them. Looking back, I was a 13-year-old girl who needed to be in ESL class for summer camp. Google Translator was basically my closest friend. And now I am speaking to all of you in English as a college student to be. I have changed and have learned a lot of lessons at Grier. A lesson learned is to be shared, which is what I'm going to do now. Maybe you think that I'm being stupid or think too much of myself, but my dream school since I was a child has been Yale. I have worked hard for my goal. There were countless nights that I stayed up whole nights for doing more practices and reviewing for class materials. Most of you know what happened later. I got deferred. I had always imagined being rejected by Yale, and I thought I would be devastated and would not have any motivation to work hard anymore. But nothing happened. I felt a little bit disappointed, and that was all. When I later got into my second favorite college, I was not quite as excited as I expected as well. So what's wrong with me? I thought that maybe I was just not sensitive to emotions then. But I am here to announce that this assumption is also wrong. At this very moment, when I'm typing out this draft of my speech, I cannot stop crying. What I have finally realized is that I did not know what was the most important thing in my life. Sure, college is important, and grades are important. But as a person, relationships weigh more in my heart. Since I am a boarder at Grier, I have access to all of my friends and teachers every day. Now, because of this virus, we're all apart, and the proximity that I used to enjoy is gone. It has become so precious and unreachable. Before this huge change, I could not imagine that someday high-five with a teacher or hugging a friend would be too much to ask. I did not regret sacrificing sleep time for school, but now I am regretting not spending enough time with the people that I love and respect. All of my teachers told me that study is everything in China, and I guess I just can't fool myself into thinking that. Grades might be important for one marking period, college might be important for 8 years, but relationships are always gonna keep me accompanied for the rest of my life. Books tell me what is amygdala, Amy Gadala, but my friends and teachers made me realize who is Amy. I am not a machine that is made for storing academic facts, but a living human who has unique personalities and flaws. The coronavirus has taught me that nothing is more important than being surrounded by my loved ones. I am lucky enough to meet so many great friends and wonderful teachers at Grier, and it has made my life so much more meaningful. So what I want to tell you all is that please look around and value the people that are around you. Don't sacrifice too much time with them to do what you think is more important at the moment, because nothing is more important than them and the memories that you have created together. I wish all of you good luck in your future. I love you all, and thank you for listening.
In March, I left my friends, my roommate Peyton, and our plants thinking that I would only be away for 2 weeks. Little did I know I would only be able to return to retrieve my belongings from the little road near Cardinal Cottage where I used to walk to breakfast. I wish I could go back and eat another breakfast with Peyton, and eat lunch again with Abby Tarpey and Amy Lou. My spring semester ended a lot differently than I had planned. I did not expect to be spending so much time with my 3 family members and my 2 adorable cats. We were all squished into a small house where I struggled to find space. We live so far out into the country that our drive home includes gravel roads, surrounded by dense forests and vast farm fields. At first, I did not know what to do with my time in a place without the chatter of hundreds of girls, and without Zay stopping by my room to talk about everything that had happened that day. With terrible internet, no cell service, and only my sister Olivia to gossip with, I was dreadfully bored with seemingly nothing to do around me. My sister, who was my roommate my sophomore year, has been away at college for the past 2 years. It's hard to escape her in this small house, and we found ourselves studying together, talking about Grier College graduation, and of course, boys. This reminds me of my fun evenings spent gossiping with Lennox and Isabel at dinner, or hearing endless stories about Sappy's new love interests. Without the excitement and laughter that comes with being at Grier, I had to find new things to do. This was when I began to notice that there was more than I ever imagined around me. Nature is unaware of quarantine and stay-at-home orders. The plants and animals are unaware of what is occurring in our world and have continued to do their usual routine. My cats Lily and Bikini started to get used to my constant company and began to hang out in my room for back scratches, naps, and hours swatting at my Grier lanyard, no longer needed for opening doors. My mom is obsessed with feeding birds and local wildlife. In the past, I didn't really notice visiting birds, possums, raccoons, or deer. Without the busyness of school, I've been able to see things that I did not notice before. I soon found myself sitting by my cats to get a good view out the window. While my days of walking from Cardinal Cottage to Maine and eating dinner with my friends in the dining hall are over, there is new life around me. I see it in the bright, vibrant orange flowers outside my window, and the hummingbirds flying through the feeder, in the puddle where there are thousands of tadpoles. New life is inevitable. Just take a look outside.
Hi, I'm Estella Percio, and I have been at Grier for 6 years. My senior quote was, "You'll never know unless you try," because that is what my mom told me when I asked her if I could apply to Grier. In the fall of 2014, I was welcomed by Mrs. Borst and the other faculty at the Colonnade. I moved into Lodge and kicked my parents out. Little did I know I was about to start the best journey of my life thus far. Although I wanted to leave, quit, and give up many times, for some reason I always stuck with it because there is something so special about Grier. The freedom I had was overwhelming when I first started. Everyone at Grier is unique, which forces you to be yourself. I auditioned for the dance program my first opening weekend, and it was a rude awakening to say the least. When I saw my name on the list for the intermediate advanced group, I was shocked. On the first day of school, I was always lost, I was late for my first dance class, and I missed my family. After I got my phone from my house mom, I called my mom and told her I didn't know if I would be able to make it through the year. I pushed through, worked hard, and I obviously made it. Throughout my time at Grier, listening to the seniors make their graduation speeches inspired me to be like them. I wanted to leave Grier feeling like I had made an impact, so I worked hard to achieve my goals. Fast forward 6 years. Throughout my time at Grier, I made it into the pre-professional dance company. I became a part of the National Honor Society. I have built incredible relationships with my friends, house moms, teachers, and most importantly, my family. As most of you know, Grier is an experience that is difficult to comprehend unless you have been involved in it, and being able to share that with my sister is something that brought us closer than I ever imagined. At first, it was hard to accept that I would have to share my Grier experience with Nova, but it ended up being the best thing for both of us. Don't get me wrong, we still fight, but she is my best friend. I feel extremely lucky that my family lives close enough to come up to Grier for every dance show and special event. I would not be anywhere without the support of my mom, dad, and little brother. I also want to thank all of the pre-pro dancers since my 8th grade year for also being my best friends, and I would also like to thank all of my dance teachers. The diversity of our community allows for everyone to fit in as themselves. I came in as a timid 7th grader, and I'm leaving Grier as a completely different person. I dreamed of making a graduation speech and being in pre-pro, and with hard work, I achieved those goals. To all the seniors and underclassmen, you too can make your dreams a reality, but you'll never know unless you try.
I came to Grier with the express desire to be left alone. This may seem strange, but I had just gone to school with the same 40 people for 9 years, and I was ready for a change. I was excited to be in a place where nobody knew every embarrassing thing I had done or liked, and to be able to sit alone and read without being bothered by friends that wanted my attention. And for the first year here, that worked. I spent my extra helps reading on the bleachers by the soccer field, and my afternoons reading or doing homework on the stump by the pool. I made several good acquaintances, but no close friends, and that was how I liked it. However, during my sophomore year, I was forced to change my plans. I quickly learned that no matter how hard you might try, it is almost impossible not to become immersed in the Grier School community. It began my first day of geometry class when Mr. Jefferson took one look at me during attendance and excitedly exclaimed, "Stump girl!" It seemed my efforts to isolate myself from my classmates had failed to allow me to go unnoticed. The second wrench thrown into my plans for blissful solitude was the arrival of one Saffron Payne, who decided that we would become friends whether I wanted to or not. I was vehemently opposed to this decision, but anyone who knows Safi, who has been unfortunate enough to find themselves in opposition to her fearless determination, will be unsurprised that by the end of sophomore year, I discovered that Safi had become my closest friend without having any recollection of quite how it had happened. After that, things quickly began to spiral out of control. Not only did I find myself making plans to hang out with other people on purpose, but I was also getting roped into becoming more and more involved in the Grier community itself. I helped take pictures for I Am Beautiful Day, spoke at our youth climate strike, and found myself agreeing to help read holidays at assembly nearly every week. In between orchestra sectionals, trips to the coffee barn, and walks with friends, I no longer had a free extra help to spend reading up by the soccer field, and my stump was left abandoned. Even now, when I have all the free time in the world to spend reading alone, I find myself longing to be back on campus with the people I care about, being forced against my will to enjoy myself. Although thinking about the things we would have done together this spring makes me sad, I am still grateful for the time we spent together before we knew we wouldn't all be back together again. I guess the message I would like to impart is that if you're planning on being alone, stay away from the Grier School. Because if you stick around long enough, you will quickly become ingrained in a passionate and caring community, whether you want to or not.
Class of 2020, if I may direct a few remarks to you. When you receive your diploma and graduate from Grier, you automatically become a Grier School alumna. As an alumna, you will receive all our school reunion invitations, newsletters, specific class reunion invitations, and the annual alumni bulletin. There is an alumni office and an alumni database. Please keep your contact info up to date. Tell us when you move. Give us your new address. If you marry and change your name, please inform us. The same goes, even more critically, for your email, cell phone, WhatsApp, WeChat, etc. From all the Grier family, we wish you good luck, good health, and lots of success. May you fulfill your dreams.
I believe that sometimes change is good. It can be hard and it can be scary, but I now know how exciting change can be. I never would have thought I would attend boarding school and live away from home, but I came here for my senior year only, and I would not trade it for anything. This year has been one of my biggest changes. It took weeks, maybe even a month or so, to settle into my new life. When I came to Grier, I knew it would take a lot of adapting. This meant I had to let go of many old ways of life and accept that this is where I would spend my year. I told myself it would be a year of growth and learning. I also kept in mind that the feeling I had the first week would not last forever. That shy, terrified feeling I had during the first week of school definitely did not last much longer. It did not take long for me to find my people and feel comfortable around the people that I would spend every single day with. Everyone at this school is friendly and welcoming and have the kindest hearts. In the hallways, in classes, and at dance, I could always get through each day with a smile on my face because of the amazing environment. I began to realize I would be okay and to constantly look forward to what is to come. Those who were close to me know I went home on the weekends at first, at the beginning of the year. I was still adjusting. Later on in the fall, I realized how excited being at Grier made me, and there was always something exciting happening, something to look forward to, and new things to learn. The friendships I made were becoming so close that on Thanksgiving break, I was constantly telling my family about my classes, dance, and all these amazing friends I've made. I was home and on a break, and all I could think about was missing my friends at Grier. I find it amazing how I became comfortable so quick. Comparing the first week to how I feel now is much different. Now I know how much I've learned and how many unforgettable experiences I have had. The friendships I've made will be in my heart forever. I spent every day in class and dancing hours with these people, and I would not want it any other way. Every day was a good day, whether it was passing a test, a good dance day, my friends making me crack up, or even pasta night at dinner. This unforgettable year and all these memories unfortunately led up to no goodbyes and no closure. As heartbreaking as it is change, and change is good. My choice to attend Grier was a huge change for me, and it was a good one, so there can be good in this situation too. Whether we have adapted to this new lifestyle yet or not, what's exciting is we're living through history and we're strong enough to get through it. We had good times while they lasted, and now all we can do is cherish the memories, remember what we have learned, and realize how much we have grown.
Hi everyone, my name is Lavender. I know it is kind of weird to say hi to everyone while I'm just literally looking at my own iPhone. But I have good news. We're officially done with our high school. Hooray! This year is special for all of us with this pandemic. Yet we all know life is unpredictable and it is always changing so fast. Honestly, I don't like to change. I prefer a routine life where everything is organized. However, my schedule is always disrupted by all different kinds of events. When I was in 8th grade, I told myself, study abroad? Never gonna happen. But now I'm right here, studying in Grier for 4 years, and as you can probably tell, I'm still stuck at Grier at this moment. When I was in 10th grade, I told Mrs. Davis, choose honors biology? Impossible. But now I have sat on the exactly same chair in Dr. Berg's classroom for 3 years. The reality is always different than what I have originally expected. But thanks to these unexpected changes, my life became more and more interesting. I found out what I truly like. I met different people. And more importantly, I begin to embrace changes. Stepping out of our comfort zone to embrace change is hard, but sometimes we just need to add a little bit of courage into this recipe. I'm a quiet person. My heart rate always increases and my face blushes every time when I speak in front of others, probably in front of my own iPhone too. But I want to change. I want myself to show up on the Grier's Instagram, so I gave the speech during the student council election. I want to listen to others' opinion, so I begin to talk to them. With a little change of my mindset, I learned what does it mean to change. As I mentioned at the beginning, this year is special for all of us. I could have never imagined that March 6th is the last day that I could see everyone. I still dream about our prom, our senior trip, and our graduation. But because of this unexpected change, I realized how special we are as the class of 2020. Together, we have created a lot of special memories as the senior class. We organized the content house. I still remember vividly that crazy night when Mr. Jefferson knocked on the window in Nana's place. When Miss Barr yelled at me, "Remember your MLA format!" And girls screaming in the auditorium when they saw seniors dressed in the white dresses. I never have a chance to say goodbye to everyone. Right now, I want to say, this unexpected COVID-19, this unexpected change make this year special and make this class special too. But remember, the class of 2020, we are always together and we are the best. Thank you.
Hello, my fellow graduates, families, faculty, and staff. I am Sydney Lewis, and I am so blessed to be here before you today as a Grier lifer. Time sure does fly by. When I first toured Grier, I was welcomed by Jennifer Neely and the late Andrew Wilson. I knew through their kindness that Grier would be my home. I walked out of Jossie's audition ballet class, and I said to my mom, "That Petit Allegro was so difficult. I love it here." I'm always up for a challenge, and Jossie certainly taught me that as a strong young woman, no challenge is too difficult to face. You just have to work for it. I desperately wanted to join the dancers the next day, but first, I had to be accepted. In 6th grade, I would come home from dance every day and anxiously see if I was accepted. On my mom's birthday, we were getting ready to celebrate when my dad said there was something for me on the porch. I opened the bag to find a Life is Grier shirt and mug. I've never been more excited. I later found out from my mom that my dad had called Holly that day for her to let him into the bookstore to buy it for me. Thank you, Holly. I realized as the years went on that this little but mighty school in the town of Birmingham was life-changing. It had allowed me to spread my wings to accomplish and go after what I want without looking back. If you would have asked my 12-year-old self if I would be the vice president of the student body, saying announcements and planning activities for the school, I would have thought you were crazy. I cannot express how blessed I am to be taught by such inspiring role models. Mrs. Boris has shown me what it's like to be a strong leader that can juggle anything thrown at her. The dance faculty, Jossie, Danielle, and Emily, have all taught me to never be satisfied, but to always be inspired. Mrs. Fernandez has taught me the responsibility in helping out with raising the ducks, and Mr. Jefferson helped me through countless years of math with a smile on his face, even through the proofs. And the list goes on and on. Little did they know that they helped me in more ways than one. Next year, I will be attending Southern Methodist University, and I will miss Grier dearly. I would like to thank my mom, dad, and brother for always being there for me and guiding me along the way. I love you. To my fellow seniors and classmates, thank you for being the absolute best. I realize that we don't have to be in close proximities of 6 feet to show support for one another. My heart is so full of love for this school. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abby Tarpey. Walking back to Run's Nest after my last final, I saw Andrew Wilson ahead of me on the colonnade. Thinking that I wanted him to sign my yearbook, I walk even closer, only to see him already signing a group of girls that I didn't know. Being afraid of people, as most 7th graders are, I told myself I'll just ask him again next year. Unbeknownst to me, September 2015 would introduce a different Grier. With a singular head of school in an entirely new building, Grier felt as if it ended an era. This theme of evolution mildly continued, seemingly to have been adapting to new people and ideas each school year. Many seem small but have a large impact. For example, the vending machines will be forever missed. I suppose I had not learned the impact change can have well enough until spring break. Absorbing the traditions seniors have here, I've been anticipating May 2020 since middle school. Amongst the stress of APs and long hours spent on projects, there seemed to be a promising aura about the future each spring. Hearing joyful yells down the hall about college admissions or group camaraderie over rejections, our time was excitedly ticking down. Then, the world began to change. As isolation continued, these hopeful ideas faded away. Change teaching another harsh lesson, plans can never be guaranteed. These past 3 months are vastly different than anything I or anyone else could have ever expected. Now that those assured experiences are lost, their value has significantly increased. I don't know what I would give to take a senior class photo graduation morning or to simply spend time with my friends in their dorm room. I'm seeing now that changing the future seems to carry a negative tone, but upon looking back, change has been responsible for every aspect of my growth. Having taken the opportunities Grier provided, I can walk away with greater memories than I could have hoped for. Thank you for giving me a home for 6 years, providing a multitude of art classes and clubs and unique sports, and introducing me to my best friends. Embracing change with each year's small or pandemic-sized differences, none of this has gone according to plan. The added changes feel as if they have given me a stronger sense of value for the important experiences, large or small, that would have otherwise been overlooked. Being forced to change with the world, I'm hoping it will lead towards another optimistic metamorphosis. Ending my first and last year with a yearbook lacking signatures, change always seems to have an unexpected turn ahead. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lily. 3 months ago, surprisingly, Mrs. Force gave us a half-day Friday. We were extremely excited. Now, not only we have late starts every day, the rest of the school year is online. But let me tell you 2 things. First, my life outside of Grier seems to be boring. Second, I'm missing every one of you. I mean face-to-face seeing you guys, not from the screen. The sudden outbreak of COVID-19 had changed the way we all live. Without any hint, we left Grier before we could say goodbye to each other. This year, our senior class has no sports banquet, prom, candlelight, and graduation. These changes prove that life is full of unknown and challenges. Regrettably or not, this is a unique life experience that we cannot replicate. I hope we can use this time to tell people around us how much we love them and we can go through this together. FaceTime with your friend, send a thank you email to your teacher, or give your parents a hug. In the end, congrats to all the seniors. Happy graduation!
Hello everyone, my name is Annie Liu. Today I'm very honored to deliver a speech to you. I remember Charles Darwin once wrote in his work on the origin of species that it is not the strongest or the most intelligent ones who will survive, but those who can best manage change. One of the biggest changes I have experienced in my life is studying in Grier School. Extensively engaging in academic curriculum enables me to be more proficient in critical thinking, reasoning, and research conducting. In addition, diligently practicing in choir helped me achieve a sense of achievement and, more importantly, formulate a more accurate self-recognition. Standing on the stage to sing was the most exciting moment to naturally describe my true ego. Here, I've met mentors and good friends for life. I learned to embrace changes and to evolve into a better version of myself. Time flies. As a senior who has dedicated her full high school career in Grier School, when I look back at the past years, I realize I've grown so much. Even the sound of my voice has more foundation and depth than 4 years ago, which makes my saying more powerful. I've become a stronger, more intelligent, and more confident young woman, which is the ultimate goal when I first made the decision of coming to the United States to study. And credit goes to all the changes I've been through, all the efforts I've made, and all the helps I've received. I firmly believe that my fulfilling high school study has prepared me well for my further development. We think we know this planet, but we don't. We think we know how things will go, but we don't. We were supposed to be back at Grier after spring break and continues to make more precious memories with students and faculties. Looking forward to rock festival, music concert, dance show, musical, senior trip, and graduation. Unfortunately, all of these are canceled. This school year has to end like this, facing such a severe international situation. No one was prepared for this to happen, and no one was to blame. All we can do is to make reactions accordingly and to adapt into this situation. And we did it. All members of our Grier family tried our very best to have virtual classes, which is a brand new experience for us. This big change has taught a lot of us to not take things for granted. Instead, we should cherish every present moment because it is the real possession of us. This world is constantly changing, but we will continue to move forward and to keep ourselves on the right track of pursuing our dreams. Thank you for listening. I hope you all the best.
Good afternoon. It is my honor and privilege to announce the 2020 class prizes. Before I do that, I would like to take a moment to recognize our student council officers and our class officers. They have been a wonderful influence and guide for our other students. Student council officers, President Zainab Dawadu, Vice President Sydney Lewis, Secretary Peyton McCullough, and Treasurer Abigail Tarpey. And our senior class officers are President Safi Payne, Vice President Lavender Wong, Second Vice President Grace Mathern, and Treasurer Alexandra Haskins. And we have a rare treat this year. We have several students that have been with us since the 7th grade, and we lovingly call them our lifers. And I would like to recognize those students that have been with us for 6 years. Those ladies include Estella Percio, Peyton McCullough, Theodora Nagel, Abigail Tarpey, Dora Kim, and Sydney Lewis. And now for the prizes. The James LaRosa Writing Prize this year goes to Lily Fraley and Lindsay Shaw. The Betty Bengay English Prize is awarded to Claire Engstrom. The Eleanor Bowie Art Prize has 2 recipients, Judy Jung and Dora Kim. The Dance Prize, this year, many recipients, Lily Chan, Abigail Cowan, Sydney Lewis, Grace Mathern, and Estella Percio. The Patricia Millicent Michaels Prize for Languages. For French, the award goes to Lavender Wong, and for Spanish, to Chi-Chi Zhang. The Jane E. Rowe Prize to Abigail Tarpey. The Music Prize to Alexandra Haskins and Annie Liu. The Schaefer History Prize to Margaret Ackley and to Molly Jurgel. The Global History Prize to Zainab Duwadu and Betsalat Dejeng. The Woolcock Mathematics Prize to Judy Jung. The Senior Science Prize also has 2 recipients, Claire Engstrom and Jasmine Shao. The Lemuel G. Grier Prize, donated by Mr. and Mrs. Alvin H. Clemens in honor of their daughter, Tracy Lynn Clemens, and awarded to the senior whose academic class rank is the highest for the year. This year, that is Maggie Ackley. The Sarah Boileau Grier Prize, bestowed by the faculty and staff upon the member of the senior class who has entered most wholeheartedly into extracurricular activities and who had delivered the most benefit from them. Peyton McCullough. The Jan Connor Prize, bestowed by the faculty and staff upon the member of the senior class who exemplifies leadership, service, perseverance, and dedication. This year we have 2 recipients as well, Miss Sydney Lewis and Miss Safi Payne. The Thomas C. Grier Memorial Prize, donated by Mr. Alfred W. French and awarded by the faculty to the senior who most exemplifies the simple qualities of human kindness and concern for the active dignity of daily living. Again, we have 2 recipients, Lily Chan and Anita Xu. The Trustees Prize, bestowed by the faculty upon the member of the senior class who has shown the greatest intellectual curiosity and academic motivation. Again, with this amazing class, we have 2 recipients, Claire Engstrom and Lavender Wong. The J. Richard Poisson Memorial Prize, bestowed by the faculty and staff upon the member of the senior class who has best displayed high ideals, a deep concern for others, kindness, love, and above all, understanding. Betsalat DeJune. And finally, the Nancy Jane Davis Prize, bestowed by the faculty and staff upon the member of the senior class whose influence in the life of the school has been most wholesome and helpful, judged on the basis of character, scholarship, and unselfish service. This year, I am proud to announce we have 3 recipients, Sydney Lewis, Amy Liu, and Lavender Wong. Thank you.
And now, our wonderfully amazing class of 2020. Margaret Ackley, Mariana Birkin, Danielle Blanco, Charlotte Cates, Lily Chen, Abigail Cowan, Daniela Daba Raya, Zainab Dawadu, Betsalat Dejane, Hannah Ain Singh, Mai Du Tran Zuong, Claire Engstrom, Lily Fraley, Selenia Itzin Gao, Sophie Gwynn, April Su Yue Ann, Alexandra Haskins, Emma Helmick, Anita Chung Chu, Shelby Hunter, Molly Jurgel, Judy Hu Li Yong, Rory Kang, Dora Dilma Kim, Luna Leah Larson, Che-Won Lee, Sarah Levitt, Sydney Lewis, Lily Qing Lee, Annie Mi Chiao Liu, Mia Yongqian Liu, Amy Chong Lu, Constance Malloy, Grace Mathern, Peyton McCullough, Callie McDermott, Fiona Fan Yu Mang, Star Chi Hyo Meng, Theodora Nagel, Diana Zhuang Nguyen, Hua Nguyen, Baron Yu Shonji, Alexandra Ostrovskaya, Saffron Payne, Estella Percio, Rachel Picard, Solana Rios Scodriani, Anna Carolina Roman Vizcarra, Alexa Schmidt, Frances Rose Schreier, Jasmine Titian Shao, Lindsay Shaw, Anne Li Tin Suen, Wendy E. Hun Suen, Abigail Tarpey, Monica Urena, Judy Chi Won, Lavender E. Chuan Won, Logan Wirtz, Lucy Whitmer, Yasmin Wilson, Tina Jai Ting Hu, Nina Jia Yu Wen Hu, Mila Man Ti Chuao, Shri Tian Yi Zhong, Chi Chi Young In Chi Zhong, Lucky Su Rui Zhou, and Wesley Zinsner.
2020 send off like never before, sending you into the future where we have you will soar. Class of 2000.
Congratulations to the Grier class of 2020. Best wishes in all your future endeavors.
Hey everyone, I've missed you this spring. I truly wish you the best. Good luck and take care.
Congratulations, seniors. We'll miss you and we wish you the best.
Hi, seniors. Just want to wish you all the best. And remember to be strong, believe in yourself, and chase all your dreams. I'll miss you. Good luck.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I hope you have a wonderful, safe summer, and good luck in the fall.
Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Day's done, gone the sun, from the lakes.
Class of 2020, you have touched our hearts as we, the faculty, staff, and administration, have had the privilege of watching you grow into confident, bright, beautiful, and talented young women during your time at Grier School. It has been said many times how special the class of 2020 is, but no one ever in their wildest dreams thought that you would need to show your true strength, courage, and understanding in such an unprecedented way. While this graduation celebration is definitely not by choice, please know the sentiment behind this event is just as important, heartfelt, and represents the love and pride the school has for the class of 2020. I wish you all the best as you begin the next chapter of your lives. Be strong, be compassionate, be safe, and please stay in touch. I cannot wait to see the amazing things that you will all accomplish. Love, Mrs. Forrest.